Oh, it's just...
It's a moth!
This is moths.
Oh,
That's
no.
not the first Resident Evil game where I have been frightened by my own pissing shadow.
Oh, no, look, see, that she had a lantern as well, didn't she? You got to kill her and take her lantern
to
max that out. Another antique coin, so that's 8, I think?
I think you're right. I think it is 8.
Hooray, I finally passed maths.
So,
but one thing that hasn't happened is the scorpion key hasn't disappeared yet. Because that always happens in Resis. Your character psychically knows they no longer need the key and get rid of it.
That's what we did with the bolt cutters.
Yeah.
Couldn't possibly need this giant fucking tool.
Yeah. Or at the very least a giant lump of metal. So she must be gone back. Yeah. Wait, go back. Look back down.
Hang on.
Look back down.
I know
that's where the noise came from. The lantern's gone. She fucking nicked it. I bet you anything she like. See?
Oh, that can fuck right off.
Yes, I concur. That's special? No, that's not. That's the point where you just say, right, add a good run and you just fillet the shotgun.
Okay.
Seriously, have a look on the controller. Find the fillet shotgun button.
I don't... Most controllers don't come with one of those.
Yes, they fucking well do. It's called off. It's literally the universal off button.
Oh, God.
No, this is not... but this is quite close to the last boss battle, so to speak.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully... see.
And... Oh,
we're back outside again. Outside is always nice.
Where the hell are we outside? Map. Oh, the other side of the locked fence. And there's the new house. So can we unlock that the fence which we were trying to get through? And go back and save before we go to the new area?
Don't see why we wouldn't be able to. They'd say locked from the other side, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Strong chem fluid.
Always happy for strong chem fluid. What can we build with it?
More flamethrower fuel?
I don't think we need any more fucking flamethrower fuel.
Hey. There we be. Go back and save. Hallelujah. 9. It was 9.
It was 9. Weird that they've given us another TV. I wonder what that... If there's any more fucking VHSs.
There should be.
We have 7 antique coins.
Oh, it's so close. Failed maths. Better go and work at McDonald's.
Not wrong with that. Right, let's make some bullets. Because we need...
L1 and Y change. Oh, strong bullets. Oh, I see. Did you save?
No.
What we came here to do. Yeah, go. 17-year-old, we're fighting Bug Mama.
Oh, I really don't want to be fighting Bug Mama there.
We are going to be fighting Bug Mama. Looks like she turned into like a fucking little treasure fish. Actually, hold a second. Look at, did this actually turn up in the inventory? Look at it. Trying to find it if you can.
Right, okay, here's a thought.
Toilet by cigarette butts. There was that other one we saw, wasn't there? That was saying about the original, pulley handle.
Let's go back there and see what we can find. Because if there's a bunch of antique coins, fab, that's a good thing. If there's not, then still no bother.
Was that... No, there was a bunch of 44 Magnum ammo. Handy. But there was a bunch of...
But that must be the treasure from that photo. Because that's the photo there. I just checked. There's a bunch of faggots there.
Oh, no, so that is that one. So there was that one before.
From the
treasure. There, treasure photo, that one.
Yep, so if I take that with us...
Maybe that will trigger...
Let's go back into the house.
Because if Daddy's dead...
If we've incapacitated...
Incapacitated? He's literally a pair of legs and a dick.
Yeah, but he grew back from the last time, didn't he? So...
Yeah, true. I have a feeling if he does come back there, that will be story-based. So just wandering back into the house randomly won't make him reappear. And we haven't seen any of the moulded outside of the basement. So we should be alright. So wherever the hell that...
Now, supplies...
Is a crow door.
And supplies... So that was a good shout.
Always good. Good on you, Jimmy.
I'm going to pretend that I did that on purpose.
Like everything else.
He says, staring at the fucking microphone. So what? I'm never going to stop doing that.
No.
I'm never going to stop. I enjoy it. Fuck it, who cares?
Right. Was this a lockpick?
It was a lockpick.
Fucking hell, this is
Fucking double whammy.
Oh, shotgun shell.
Shoddy, yes!
Nothing to be sneezed at. Nothing to be sneezed at. So, actually, where the fuck was it? Behind 180.
Ah, right, I fucking see. So, if you get, If you get a lockpick key, it reappears on the map as a question mark.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because that's what that was. I thought that was. I thought that was something in the monitoring room.
I thought that was as well.
So that solved that little escapade.
So open up the two-headed crow door. So potentially some folk could have just meandered on through and never got the low grenade launcher.
I am happy, but
I'm happy. I'm hard as a fucking rock.
I get a feeling that I'm not going to be able to take everything in here because of that grenade launcher now.
So you got solid fuel and you got some grenade rounds. Okay.
Do you know what? I'm going to discard the treasure photo because I know where that is.
But and hear me out on this. Let's go there first whilst we still have the treasure photo, because you may need to be holding the treasure photo for the treasure to spawn.
Right.
So we don't know how the mechanics work.
Where's the box?
That is all.
That's the laundry room.
It's a bit from the beginning, right in the beginning. The fuck was that? That was without a doubt the fireplace from the opening.
Can't really ditch anything. Right, okay, so what we'll do is...
This ain't a speed run, mate. We can just run back to a save room.
Well, the treasure photo is in that other side of the house, isn't it? Which is, in theory,
the bit from the intro,
next to where the save room is. So we can always drop off the grenade launcher. I don't think we're going to need the grenade launcher for a while, so...
That's definitely going to be bossy material, I think, considering the way everything's been behaving thus far.
It's something I fuck me, cat. It scared the pissing life out of me. Something I've noticed about, and Resident Evil is one of the worst fucking games for this, is the I'll need it fucking later syndrome.
Yeah. True, that is something.
I fucking hate that.
Well, let's face it. It's like in shit like Skyrim. It's like, oh, here's this amazing like one-shot use, whatever the fuck. I may need it later. Dump it in the inventory. It never sees the light of day.
But like, I mean, Resident
there is
Evil,
probably an actual proper name for that shit.
But Resident Evil is the worst for it because it'll give you like, the Magnum, for example, and you're always thinking like, I won't use this now because it'll make. I'll probably need it some other time.
Use it for
and you get to this point where you're like, you know what? I had so much trouble fighting that one guy, but I won't use the thing against him because I might need this for something else. And you're just like, no, fucking hell. Right, okay.
Actually, come to think about it, thinking back, we were in the bit from the intro, from the beginning hour, the demo, and then we got knocked out, and then we woke up in the dining room, right, with the family.
Upstairs is
a completely brand new area.
It's a brand new area.
Unless we go back to that first area a lot later in the game, I think that treasure photo isn't actually much use for anything at the moment, because that is without a doubt that fireplace, isn't it?
Yes. Because it had the crank, it had the pull down.
It had the handle. It was just specifically showing us the handle. So actually, yeah, I don't think it's... So drop that in, go grab the flame rounds, and drop them off as well.
And then what I'll also do in the meantime is I will head upstairs back to Grandma's room. Because there was shit in there that we didn't do anything with.
Yeah, no, we just... Because Daddy was still wandering around, we just grabbed the shotgun and just fucking booked it.
That's it.
So heading up and grab some supplies. It was round to the other side.
If he's still here, I am going to shit the bed.
No, he is not here. He is very, very fucking dead.
Shit the bed.
He is very fucking dead. So
we got everything from in here, didn't we?
We literally chainsawed the bloke into one half and then a pile of goo. He really can't be much more dead than he is. Here we are. So, dentures.
Christ!
This is what we came here for. Something there. I'm tired of chasing all these shitheads around the yard. The next time one of our guests runs away, hide the dog head relief so they can't get out of the house. Well, which we already have fucking done already, so that's entirely bloody pointless. Shotgun shells. Very, very pointful. Chem fluid, more so.
I just realised that the chem fluid kind of looks like colostomy bags.
Yeah, well, we are in Grandma's room.
Yeah, there's another thing that made me think of it.
And... Oh.
Dear Mrs. Baker, how have you been feeling recently? It's been a long time since you came in for your last checkup. I'm writing to tell you I've finished examining your x-rays. Those dark areas in your cranium are fungus-like structures that seem to be related to mould. The hallucinations and noises you said you've been hearing may be related to these growths. If your symptoms are due to a fungal parasite, it must be removed before it's too late. I don't mean to scare you, but I am seriously concerned for your health. I've never seen anything like this before, and might even be a new thing to medical science, but I'm not going to make a big deal of it. Please come to the hospital as soon as you read this letter. As your doctor, I strongly recommend you undergo further testing. Crawford Lang.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Brackets in parentheses. By the way, have a please look at The Last of Us for further reading material. Because fucking hell, I mean, literally, if you had a fucking mushroom growing inside your brain cavity, something more than a letter from your doctor.
But then I suppose this is. But then that's a very American thing, isn't it? This enormously important medical condition that's probably going to kill you, but you know because you decided to shoot Obamacare out of a fucking cannon. Yeah, let's not bother with that because that's for the communists. We haven't had a political moment of this episode so far. Let's make it to this one. Obamacare, America, was a really good idea. Do you know what? It's good to have like fucking nationwide healthcare. Yeah.
It's the basic fucking principle, like the NHS in Britain. It's like everyone pays like a fiver, so no one poor sod has to pay like 50 grand. Because I can't remember where I fucking heard it. But it was like quite a while ago. Something like 80-something% of like all American bankruptcies are from medical needs. Like you're going along absolutely fine, living the American dream, then suddenly, by the way, you've got fucking growth on your brain. You need to sell everything you fucking own, otherwise you're dead. And then you're a bum on the streets. And that's it. Fucking game over.
And that's the land of the free and the home of the brave. Like, no, that's stupid.
No, that's the land of doctors want to take your fucking wallet.
If every other country in the world...
Most of them actually do that. It's like...
Does it?
No,
then...
Well, no, that's the thing, because my sister-in-law is from India, and the first thing paramedics do when they turn up is they find someone who will pay. They don't even look at who's hurt. Even if someone is cut in fucking half by a train, they will find some person standing there who will show them in cash the amount of money the paramedics think it will cost. Otherwise, they just leave. Unfortunately, being in Britain, the fucking NHS is real fucking god. Hello, lockpick, which you haven't got space for. Is a real fucking godsend. Because, like I said, everyone pays a little, so no one poor sod has to fucking choose between death or poverty.
But I mean, the India example is a good one, but without wishing to make too big of a, without wishing to be awful, India's not a first world country.
No, it's true. It's not supposed.
At this point, this is the long game, listeners.
Long game listeners, back where they've colonised the fucking moon.
But yeah,
cows
India's not
in space.
Yeah, but India's not a first world developed country.
No.
Whereas,
and certainly not.
If you look at other, most places in Europe, most places, I'm sure, I don't know about Japan. I'm not going to say, but I'm sure it does.
I think Japan is like private insurance, like America, but not so fucked up.
But Australia has, it's called Medicare, but it's the same thing. It's just. I mean, I can see where the Americans are coming from because they've been told since they were fucking tiny that any kind of communistical, socialist living is the devil and should be killed. But at the same time, I could not live in a society like that. That's just fucking terrible.
Well, in some cases, it's literally fucking like all the medicine shit I've got. I suppose some of it is not even licensed in America. I literally could not physically survive in America if I could, because I would not have the drugs I need to not be dead. It's as simple as that.
And then there's that. I mean, maybe this is old news now, but that fucking asshole that bought the.
You're going to have to narrow that down a bit.
No, he bought the drug company. He was the investor type bloke who bought the drugs company.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
His name's fucking irrelevant. I don't want to mention his name in case he makes fucking money off it. But he bought that drug company and then made the drug go from being like $50 for a pill to $17,000 a pill, and then wonders why everyone thinks he's a fucking idiot.
No, it's like this. It's like the same thing. It's like there are certain things where, like, although it should be a case of yes, let the free market take its course, fair enough. But there are some things which are just too fucking important. It's like the whole thing of like there is not, as far as I'm aware, not a single place in the world where the police force is entirely privatised or has like privatised options. Yes, you got private eyes and all that shit, but there's basically nowhere in the world that's basically RoboCop. Granddad got murdered. Right, well, it'll be £3,000 every single hour we're investigating it, otherwise too fucking bad. And the same thing goes like that with medicine. There's going to be some shit. It's like with the whole about how there's like in our entire lifetimes there has not been a single new antibiotic made because you don't make money off antibiotics. It just simply is a losing case for the companies, so they haven't fucking bothered. Shock and horror and surprise. Now actually, oh yes, by the way, we need these drugs which make actually people live.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much fucking money you've got, a little bacterium don't give no shits. It will simply kill you, and if you go up to the doctor and say, well, I've got £1 million, I make £1 million every single day. Well, unfortunately, the pill you want doesn't exist, so too bad. End of story, mate.
Saying that there are no new antibiotics is not
there aren't.
technically true. I mean, there have been, there's been stuff developed left, right, and centre. It's just that
it's been such a low scale. It's just.
I mean, there is definitely, truth in the thought that there's no money in the cure. The money's in the prevention of shit.
No, it's not even in the case of there's some shit where you can get like a preventative, but it's really a case of like you have whatever it is already, and what the drug they give you is just you just manage the symptoms, and you just and then just have to deal with it, because then that's when you have to deal with it. Like you have to take a dose every day. That's what they fucking want. Enough politics for one episode, do you think?
I reckon.
Where the hell is she? I'm positive she's the boss for this area.
Oh yeah, without a fucking shadow of a doubt.
And flamethrower. Yeah. I don't like the popping noise they make. It's a little bit gross. Alright, what do we want?
Right, can be combined. I see. So if you combine this with something,
and
you can
then combine it with the strong chem fluid.
Right, that's quite crafty.
Literally. So
let me see. If I decombine.
Wait, what do you get if you combine it with the strong?
Nothing, because I had strong.
No, down. It's strong's highlighted. Strong for.
Oh, so I get strong chem fluid.
Oh, that's what the separating agent is. Okay, so that's what it is. You can basically. It's an undo. An undo.
You can make chem fluid out of stuff. So if I pick up more handgun bullets, I can make chem fluid out of them using the separating agent. I don't know how handy that really is going to be, but you never know.
Well, it depends. Oh,
fuck me, dead.
Oh, hello, Spider Grandma. Right, face shooting time.
I'm right triggering. Piss off.
We're fucking triggered.
Jesus, I fucking jumped out of my skin.
Oh, there's a distinct whiff going on in this room right now, and I'm not sure whether it came from the cat or you. Jesus, they are, for Capcom, they are inundating you with shit.
You know when we were saying earlier that, isn't it nice that, there isn't bullets left, right, pissing centre? Oh no, wait, there it is. Don't look up.
Let's see you scamper your way out of there.
What the fuck? God, she's turned into some sort of liquor thing. Alright, shotgun. Oh my fuck. I really do hate it when I'm right at times. I know it's disgusting, but just shoot her in the fucking thing. Whatever the hell that is, just shoot her in it. Oh, yep, there we are. The weird. Shoot the giant bug vagina for massive damage.
So that's what I was aiming for.
Yes, good man. But is this... Now, is this going to be like... No, this is going to be like fucking water, I bet. We're going to have to do something in the area. Real shit. I think you just have to just straight up shoot her right in the crotch. Oh yeah, there we are. That's the sort of... Fucking hell. Of course, she's got a fucking range on her, hasn't she? You haven't got enough time to reload. And... straight in the crotch. Yeah, you have to get her to... You have to shoot her enough so that she runs, then you have to continue exploring the area.
I want to know if the flamethrower is the way to go.
Oh, it did pretty fucking well. God damn it. Oh shit. Oh, no, there she is. Oh, that seemed pretty effective. Oh, she straight up fell down. No, there's something. There's going to have to be something you do in this area. Fuck.
I think that fast reloading might not be such a bad idea.
Yeah, now I see where they're getting from, because the pistol was like an instant. That shotgun takes bloody age. But there was definitely... So, okay, so she destroyed that ladder. Sorry. Maybe go down?
I can't hear her. But I am running out of ammunition. And I'm getting to a thought where I'm... Do I decombine something? It's giving me a lot of burner fuel, but I don't remember the burner fuel actually being of much fucking use.
He says immediately using it. Oh shit. That was definitely her.
She's downstairs, but she's not coming upstairs anymore.
This is good, so therefore there must be something up here that is needed. Of course, is proven wrong.
Let's go downstairs.
It's a new area, or have we been here already?
We've been here.
What was supposed to goddamn do? I don't get the feeling that this is the sort of... Oh, fucking hell. Is that a hide? That's a hide, isn't it?
It is.
I don't get... It's strange, I get the feeling that this is like with when Walter was hanging around in the area and back in the house, we were just supposed to... That's part of the scenery. No. When he was in that part of the house, we were supposed to grab something or do something and then continue on, and then just later on he died and that area was then free. I get the feeling this is the same sort of shit with her. There's something around here we need to find, do, or go in order to continue this section. Okay, map again, map it. It's quiet at the moment. No, apart from the giant fucking hornets, and of course that shit. Hello. Well, the kick in the bollocks, which you're about to rapidly get. Oh, there's another one on the wall.
fucking bugs.
Well, they're a classic annoyance enemy, really. Eh?
I don't know.
Gotcha.
I mean, at least the birds in the fucking old games you could avoid.
Yeah, true. They were actually pretty fucking easy to. You just had to book it in one direction and you were golden. And A. That's an A.
And these ones aren't so bad because these are just the fast, annoying enemies that you just have to kind of just deal with. But the hornet swarms can fuck off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's whittling you, but you're not doing too bad. That's separating agent, right? Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Oh no, she just wandered up behind you. Fucking sheep. Shit.
That's the end of that.
So it's how freaky. I mean, apart from obviously the bug vagina, of course, but it's amazing how freaky she is just from basically just having slightly too long arms. It's amazing how sort of it gets that sort of
Well, it's
creepy
standard body horror though, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just
actually,
something
yeah.
that's
normal,
it's
mutated.
a weird human.
Yeah, it's case in fucking point. Hello, Marge.
There was a movie I saw a couple of years ago. I don't think it was called now. But it was about it was about
A body horror, presumably.
Yeah, no, it was basically these. It was shit, but it was. They advertised the fucking balls off it, and it was just this really terrible film about. Come on, brain. Like the battle between heaven and hell.
Oh yeah.
It was really not great. It was a really, really bad movie. But there was a scene in it where it was like set in a diner,
Alright.
and there's this like lovely old granny who comes up and she's a devil, as it turns out, and she's just really horrible, and that's where this angel comes down to try and it's supposed to be like the end of the world or something equally as crap. But yeah, it was, and they're in this diner, and that was it. The devil, the child this woman is about to have is the Antichrist or something like that, or is the actual Christ, and God doesn't like it or something. It's a crap film. You don't need to see this movie. It's fucking garbage. But anyway, there's this. They're looking out. It's total darkness, and this ice cream truck rolls up. And this ice cream truck driver gets out, and he looks normal for the most part. And then he basically looks directly at the camera, and his jaw like extends that little bit further down, and then his arms and legs sort of extend. And he runs at the cottage, kind of like at the gas station, kind of like this one. Kind of like this one is, and I tell you what, it's the fucking most unsettling part of the whole film. It's just this one. It's only about 5 minutes because this baddie takes maybe 3 or 4 hits, 2 or 3 bullets, and then goes down. Like it's so anticlimactic based on the fact they've given him this great long. They gave him this great long build up of his character, and then he just that's the end of it. But
You're not getting away with
ow. But yeah, and he is so deeply unsettling, just because of the fact that his arms and legs are too long, and he runs on all fours with these giant like pointy elbows.
As you point out, basically, like Maybe this is just a straight up boss battle bit.
Something is I'm there's something about her belly that
Yeah.
that's
The
what we have to
distension.
do.
The
That's what we
distension.
have to do.
Popper.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, fucking dead alive. Just run her over with a lawnmower.
Yes.
You ever see that movie, The Mist?
That was a really good film.
That was a fucking good one. Because I was thinking those bugs are actually reminding me of the giant mosquito ones from that as well, which is, again, if people haven't seen that one, that's... Oh! Is she? Hello! Hopper? Smasher? Oh no, there we are.
Just fucking stay dead, okay?
Ethan, you are the fucking worst at one-liners.
I know, isn't he just?
Even something shit like "Don't go to pieces," all right, or some bollocks.
Piece.
Let's see, that was some bollocks my mostly drunk brain came up with at 10:30 at night. But you know, come on, you know, at least think of it. You know, it's like I said.
Go to pieces.
It's like I said. If how many times are you really going to find an opportunity to actually have proper fucking one-liners? And you realise, you think at least at some point you'd have found like a pen and just like, right on the back of my hand, shit I'm going to say in order to sound awesome. Because let's face it, not everyone can be fucking Ash from Evil Dead. You know, some people, it's just not going to happen for obvious fucking reasons. But at least have a try.
I'm now trying to think of a sort of a wasp themed one-liner.
Yeah. There was a sting in that tail, or some bollocks like that.
Yeah, you're killing it today.
I'm not killing it. These are all fucking awful. Schwarzenegger himself is probably on his way here just to slap me one in the face for how shit those are compared with the golden days. But
Complete with no doubt a one-liner.